author and Earth Mysteries investigator. Betsy Lewis is a gifted psychic medium, considered one of the best in her field. Her first paranormal event happened with her parents at the age of 8 months old. By the age of 3, she was talking to her spirit guides. At age 7, she began receiving lucid dreams and premonitions of Earth changes which are now taking place worldwide. In 2016, nearly several months before the U.S. presidential election, she predicted Donald Trump would become the 45th president of the United States, while other psychics predicted a Hillary Clinton win.
Since childhood I've been blessed with predicting earthquakes and Earth-related disasters. I've earned the name the Earthquake Lady. Through the years I've discovered Mother Earth has a warning system if we pay attention and learn her signs and warnings. Ancient humans understood this sacred knowledge because they were connected to nature, but modern humans have forgotten the living library of Earth and her secrets. It's time for us to reconnect to Mother Earth. Anyone can learn this ancient knowledge of Earth, spend more time in nature and observe. On February 5, 1971 I began having dreams of a huge earthquake in Los Angeles where I lived at the time. In the dream my family and friends and I were safe. On the morning of February 9, 1971, I woke at 5 a.m., earlier than usual, and at 6 a.m., the 6.7 magnitude San Fernando earthquake shook Los Angeles and the valley, killing 64 people, collapsing overpasses, hospital, houses and other buildings. But my family, friend and I were safe. Full moon studies have shown that the gravitational pull of the moon and high tides can trigger large earthquakes. Earthquake lights are a mysterious phenomenon seen before an earthquake. This happened just before the powerful 8.2 earthquake in southern Mexico on September 8, 2017. Ozone, methane and carbon monoxide gases have been known to increase, but not always in the area where the earthquake takes place. Strange animal behavior. Stories abound of animals behaving oddly in the moments before an earthquake. Dogs bark incessantly. Birds gather in tight flocks, and toads flee their ponds. Do animals hear the earthquake, or are they sensing stress waves before the event? Before the 9.1-9.3 earthquake in Indonesia on December 26, 2004, elephants, birds and small animals began moving and running to higher ground, sensing the earthquake and devastating tsunami. Check the classified section of your local paper for lost dogs and cats. And if there is more than usual in your area, this is another sign. Volcanic eruptions and activity increase before a major earthquake. I've observed that increased volcanic activity equals a major earthquake somewhere in the world. There is a growing sense that volcanic activity and the quaking shifts of the massive tectonic plates of the Earth were interconnected around the planet. When an earthquake or eruption occurs in one part of the planet, it is followed by an eruption or quake in another part, sometimes on the opposite side of the planet. When we see noticeable eruptions in the long-quiet volcanoes of Mount Vesuvius or Pelly, then 3 months later there will major earthquakes along the southern coast of California that will cause an inundation of the land from the Salt Lake in Utah to the southern portions of Nevada. Mount Vesuvius is the infamous volcano that destroyed the ancient city of Pompeii in 79 AD. It is located east of Naples, Italy. It is considered to be one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world. Mount Pelly is in an island arc of the Caribbean called Martinique, in the Lesser Antilles between Puerto Rico and Venezuela. If either one of these two volcanoes erupts, earthquakes will follow 3 months later in the southern coast of California, and these quakes will cause a damaging flood from Utah to southern Nevada. Solar activity and geomagnetic storms hitting Earth. I've discovered through the years that the sun can affect Earth's earthquake faults and volcanoes with solar wind and geomagnetic storms hitting Earth's magnetic field. During the week of April 11, 2016, the sun became activity and Earth was hit with geomagnetic storms. On April 14, 2016, a 6.5 earthquake hit Japan, and on April 15, 2016, a powerful 7.1 earthquake rocked the southern portion of Japan. Also, major earthquakes have happened after a solar eclipse and solar storms. Hurricanes and earthquakes. Question: do you feel that with all this flooding in Texas and Louisiana, this is putting extra pressure on the American continental plate and may increase the risk of a large earthquake? Answer: yes. The devastating magnitude 7.0 earthquake that hit Haiti in early 2010 came only 18 months after Haiti had been deluged by several hurricanes and tropical storms. As I've always written, everything in our universe is connected. I laugh at scientists that say that an erupting volcanoes can't cause a huge earthquake hundreds of miles away. It's like saying, our arms aren't connected to our bodies. Mysterious booms. Since 2012, these mysterious booms have been heard worldwide and throughout the United States. Scientists are baffled, but theories abound: UFOs, CERN or HAARP experiments, and deep core Earth movement. I'm in the deep core Earth movement camp, and have noticed that when these booms are heard, a major earthquake takes place somewhere in the world. These booms will increase in 2016. Observe and learn. That question led a group of the University of Virginia physicists to start grinding rocks and measuring gases in a lab experiment designed to mimic an earthquake and see what might be setting the animals off. What they found was dramatic. The rocks they crushed produced ozone gas at levels up to 100 times higher than a smoggy Los Angeles day. I've smelled this gas in LA and have known it was a procure to a large earthquake. Extreme vertigo, dizziness. Many people feel ill and experience nausea and vertigo before an earthquake. Disappearing pets. Animals both domestic and wild react to geomagnetic changes and seismic stress waves before a strong earthquake. Pets have been known to run away before an earthquake. Check your local newspaper in the classified section under Lost Pets. An unusual amount of runaway pets has proven to be an accurate warning of an earthquake. Water levels suddenly drop in wells, aquifers, lakes or standing water. Mini tsunamis or large ocean waves have preceded a large earthquake. Also, it has been noted by seismologists that earthquakes happen after a deluge of water from storms like hurricanes. Feeling nervous and anxious? Many people experience nervousness and a feeling of anxiety. Some have headaches. Others experience precognitive dreams or intuitive feelings before a large earthquake. There are stories of children sensing earthquakes before they happen. Always listen to your child. It is believed that those who are meant to survive such cataclysmic events were warned in some way by their spirit guides or angels. It could be a gut feeling or something was changed in the person's usual routine that day that saved their life. There are no accidents in life. Be prepared for any disaster. Earthquakes. west coast of California and Mexico, Mexico City. There is high risk. Strong likelihood for a very strong earthquakes within the next 2 years, 2018 to 2020. Storms, hurricanes and tornadoes will also affect many worldwide. Prepare now. Supplies like food, water, flashlights, extra batteries, and radio.